And our halftime guest is Mr. Sam Gresham, Executive Director of the Urban League. And Sam, this is your 75th year in existence, your anniversary. Do you guys have anything special planned?
Yeah, we're going to introduce some new programming and activities. We're right now working on what we call the black and white ball. But it's important that we plan and articulate to the community that the Columbus Urban League has been around for 75 years. This organization started in 1918, and during that course of that time, it has served more than 300,000 families in the city of Columbus, and it's made significant contributions. I think that's important, and that's something monumental. You got to be doing something good if you've lasted for 75 years.
That's true. What are some of the things that the Urban League takes care of as far as community development and things that's going on in and around the community?
Right now we do things in fair housing. We are responsible for fair housing enforcement in the city of Columbus. We have a seniors and community service program where we work with individuals 55 years and older and help them get jobs. We have our education and youth services department. We're in there. We have our Excel Learning Center. We have our ABC tour, which is the awareness of black college tours. We have our Academy 1, Academy 2 program. We have our employment services offices where we provide employment services, job clubs, and then finally our MOST Center, which is Marketable Office Skill Training Center, where we take people to a 13-week program and ultimately get them in employment. The final issue that we have is our Center for Changing Leadership, which is active in race relations in the city of Columbus, and we also work with data and advocating for the positions of African Americans in this city.
Okay. I guess I can't let you go without asking you what you think about the game so far.
I think it's a darn good game, and I hope Eastmoor wins because that's the school that my son goes to.
All right. Thanks for having you, Sam, and good luck.
Thanks for having me.
Your hair care scene, the place to go for all your hair and skincare products. You can find the latest in fashion jewelry, pantyhose, cassette tapes featuring the latest in rhythm, blues, and gospel, cosmetics, sportswear, and a line of black greeting cards at your hair care scene. Your hair care scene has 2 locations to serve you, 1657 Lockbourne Road and 1600 Fairwood Avenue. Store hours are 9 to 9 Monday through Saturday and 11 to 7 on Sunday. For the lowest prices in town, shop your hair care scene today.
Yeah, we're live at halftime at Eastmoor High School. With me is Sean Hahn, the leading scorer in Central Ohio. Sean, your team is currently rated number 4 or 5 in the state. You know, you've put up over 1,500 points in your career. You made the Agonis All-First Team. You signed with Dayton. You went to the ABCD camp this summer in California. How has all that exposure helped you for preparing yourself for this season and at the college level?
It's helped me out a lot. Playing with the tougher competition only makes you better. And the competition I play with is good competition, but it's not like the City League. A lot of people question, you know, if I could play or score as many points. But playing during the summer with the good competition that I play with on your AAU squad and stuff, it really helps out.
Sean, last but not least, you're one of the top 5 or 6 candidates in the state for basketball. The Mr. Agonis Award is up for grabs. Your team is doing well statewide and locally. How do you envision yourself when you think about some of the top preseason honors?
I'm just taking it all in perspective right now. I'm not really trying to think much about, you know, what I want to do individually, because our team, we have team goals, and that's what I'm going to try to take care of first. Hopefully, you know, if the season goes well and we do well in the tournament, some of those awards will come to me.
Sean, you played against a lot of these players in the various leagues. You've seen Eastmoor, you've seen Marion Franklin. Give me a prediction here at halftime on who's going to win this game.
I think Eastmoor's got it under control. I think they're going to come out and play hard in the second half, and we'll see what happens here.
We're live at Eastmoor High School for TV8 Sports.
If it's going to happen for you, it's because you make it happen.
Can I see Latin lunch? Bring it up.
That means college and paying tuition.
Bandit.
The answer could be an Air Force ROTC scholarship.
How many F-16s you bringing in, Major?
You'll get an education and the training to become an Air Force officer.
Yeah, man, radio check. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 2 F-16s to hot 6, right on position and hold. Let me take a look at this guy.
Right that tower, airback 666, 7 miles northeast with the cardiac.
Roger, Ronan, thanks. Hold those 2 F-16s short.
Send the F-15 around.
Switch to ILS. In-flight emergency, Aerovac 666, on the ground in 7 minutes with cardiac patient.
Airvac's 2 miles out.
With an Air Force ROTC scholarship, you can go as far as your talent and drive take you.
They'll be all right. They're down now.
Aim high. Air Force.
There are countries where bread is scarce, but this is America. Countries where electricity is rare, but this is America. Countries where infant mortality is a problem, but this is America. Here, it's a crisis. Every 13 minutes, another infant dies. But we can help prevent many of those deaths with prenatal care from programs like Healthy Start. Find out what you can do. Why? Because this is America.
Kathy, you must always remember that hitting is not acceptable. You're bigger, you're stronger. Don't hit. Whenever you feel yourself getting angry, you take time out. You know what time out is. You cool off and keep yourself from doing something you're going to be sorry for later. Do you understand?
Well, do you? Take time out. Don't take it out on your child.
Hi, I'm Pat Corley. On TV as Phil the bartender, I sell drinks to some of the most important people in Washington. Both in my television role behind the bar and in real life, I know that drunk driving can be deadly. In fact, alcohol-related crashes are the #1 killer of teenagers in our country. So take a tip from an old bartender. If you drink, please don't drive. And if you're too young to buy, don't even try.
This message brought to you by the Century Council.
Hello, I'm Gordon Gee, president of The Ohio State University. You might think that with more than 50,000 students in Columbus, Ohio State is very big. And you'd be very right. Our size and our many programs offer students an incredible array of opportunities. But we know how to make a big place small. At Ohio State, you're bound to discover new interests, new friends, and a place to call your own.
The Ohio State University, the one whose size fits all.
We're now into the third quarter of our high school basketball game of the week, featuring the Eastmoor Warriors versus the Marion Franklin Red Devils. Sponsored in part by Goldenrod Collision Center, Countywide Security, Your Hair Care Scene, Wolski and Blue, Attorneys at Law, and Bill Swat Chevrolet.
Okay, halftime statistics here for Marion Franklin. Simmons has 11 points, Sean Wilson has 6. Carlos Henderson has 7. They've made 2 out of 5 free throws for 40%. They have 29 points. For Eastmoor, Lamont Barnes has 13. Carlos Davis has 12. Nicky Fawcett has 4. Brian Henry with 3. James Woods, he has 2. And 6 points for Stephon Mason for 37.
Hey, Bob, Eastmoor started out
37 to 29 as we go to the second half.
Eastmoor started out, Marion Franklin trapped him and got a quick turnover, and it looks like they're trying to get Simmons off to a start in the second half because he didn't show up the first half.
Curtis Simmons made the first shot. It's 37-31. Eastmoor just missed it. And here comes Marion Franklin. There's a ball, and it's going to be stolen away by Nicky Fawcett. Fawcett drives, lays it up, and he scores! Nicky Fawcett with a steal to score.
Fawcett did a great job of anticipating the pass, Steve. Got out in the passing lanes, got the lay-in, and hey, he's got a shot at a three-point play. And the great thing about a lead, Steve, as you've always alluded to, you need to keep it and build on it.
Jason Williams committed the personal foul. That's going to be his first, the team's first in the second half, and Nicky Fawcett is at the free throw line. He now has 6 points, looking for point number 7 and a 9-point lead.
It looks like Marion Franklin changed the lineup for the second half.
As number 50 is in the ball game for Marion Franklin. They have a bigger lineup in there. That's Ernest Dublin. He's in the ball game.
6'4" junior. Eastmoor's in that 2-3, Watson, trying to shut that middle down.
Well, what they want to do is they want to stop penetration, Steve, and make them shoot over them.
Dublin takes a shot, no good. Simmons puts it up, and Simmons scores.
That's Curtis Sean Wilson.
Wilson with the offensive rebound.
I beg your pardon, an offensive rebound. Sean Wilson now has 8 points, and it's 40-33.
You know, the thing about a 2-3, it's supposed to get you in good rebound position. Now, Eastmoor was in a 2-3, and Wilson came right in and got the rebound.
There's a scoop by Lamont Barnes. He has 15, and it's 42-33. Henderson with the basketball behind the back. He drives. He looks out. The ball is almost all the way to it is. Picked over there by Davis. Davis looking. He spins. Puts the shot up. No. Grabs the rebound. Lays it up. No. Here's a shot off the glass by Fawcett, and it's stolen away by Simmons, and a whistle and a foul is going to be on number who, Jerry? Number 44, that's Lamont Barnes, is first, the team's first in the second half.
I tell you, Steve, Lamont Barnes did a good job the last time of getting in between the gaps of the defense, and he got the old scoop shot with his athletic ability.
Ball is stolen away.
Lamont Barnes on the tip.
Lamont Barnes, Nicky Fawcett to Barnes, lays it up, no. Tip up, good. Lamont Barnes.
Nicky Fawcett on the tip.
44. And Dean Washington does not like what he sees, and he calls a timeout. It's 44-33, 6:01 to go. We will be back after this word from Walski and Blue.
If you're seriously injured in an auto accident, those injuries can have a detrimental effect on you and your family's future. Many people don't realize that when they've been seriously injured, there's a limited amount of time to make a claim.
It is important for you not to settle your case with an insurance adjuster until you talk to us.
You're welcome to come to our office and discuss your case. You're under no obligation to retain us.
Call the law firm of Walski and Blue at 228-6969.
Fans, don't forget the trivia question for the night is if you can tell us what was the score of the first game between Marion Franklin and Eastmoor, you will win an LA Gear gym bag. Jerry, you want to tell us about that gym bag right quick?
Hey, it's one of the gym bags that LA Gear uses in a lot of the top-notch exposure camps, and it's quite a nice collection if you can answer the question.
All you have to do is send your response to TV8 High School Basketball Game of the Week, 3556 Sullivan Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43204, and that gym bag is yours.
Hey, Bob, I know the score. Can I get one of those bags?
I'm sorry, you can't do it, Steve. Marion Franklin now, after the timeout, has the basketball. This is Aaron Brown. He throws it over to a great shot over there.
Henderson.
By Henderson.
Say one thing, Bob. That was a good timeout by Coach Washington because Marion Franklin right now is in a position to be getting blown out of this game if they don't change some things around.
44-36, Nicky Fawcett's going to have it, lays a shot up, and it's blocked by Dublin. Oh! A jam! A slam jam!
It's hammer time in Warrior Land with Lamont Incredible Hops Barnes finishing off the hammer slam.
Simmons with a shot, no good, and Woods with the rebounds.
Lamont Barnes is showing us another part of his game tonight.
46-36, Woods drives, shoots, and he misses it. A tip is in.
Carlos Davis.
Carlos Davis, and it's 48-36, and Dean Washington does not like what's going on.
They're hitting the offensive boards.
Last week, West went to Marion Franklin and upset them on their home floor. Could there be something wrong?
Well, right now they're just being out-executed.
Dublin tips it in. Ernest Dublin tips it in, and it's 48-38 with 4:51 to go.
A lot of times, Bob, young guys win so easy, they expect to come out on the court and just win, and they don't execute and do the things that they did to get to that position.
Davis throws the ball away, and Wilson on a fast break. This is Simmons. He drives. Good stick over there by Brian Henry. Puts the shot up, no good. Henry throws it out to Lamont Barnes. Barnes stops at the 3, pops it away, no. Henry with the rebound. He puts the shot up, and he goes! Brian Henry scores!
That was a big league follow by Brian Henry.
It is 50-38 with 4:16 to go. Third period. Dean Washington doesn't know what to do.
Well, right now, Bob, Brian Henry's in his element when he hangs around that basket and picks up those garbage buckets. That's his asset to the team.
Simmons with the basketball. On top to number 10, Brown. Back to Simmons. Simmons over to Brown.
Not very much movement on offense.
Eastmoor a 2-3. This is Simmons. He wants to drive around. He gets in, puts the shot up, and he scores! Curtis Simmons with 15. 50-40. 3:44.
Carlos Henderson looked like he's tired, Bob.
This is Nicky Fawcett, and Nicky Fawcett's going to be caught for steps.
I tell you, Steve, one thing you need to consider in this game is Eastmoor has had some leads in some tough games, and they've squandered it away. Do you sense that type of thing tonight, or do they seem like they're in control?
Right now, Eastmoor's mentally into this game. They're playing good defense. They're getting on the offensive boards. And Marion Franklin's being lulled to sleep.
This is Henderson, and the ball is almost stolen away out of Wilson's hand, but Wilson has it. Back on top to Aaron Brown. Brown picked up by Woods. There's a pass inside there. Ernest Dublin who gets in, puts the shot up. No, it is blocked away. And James Woods comes up with the basketball for Eastmoor.
That's good backside help on defense by Eastmoor.
To Brian Henry. Back to Woods. Stolen away. And here comes Eastmoor. Here comes Marion Franklin in. The shot is good by Henderson. Henderson with 12. And it's 50-42 with 2:59 to go. And the action is fast and furious, and both teams have to call a timeout. There's a timeout with 2 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the third period, and the score is Eastmoor 50, Marion Franklin 42, and we will be back after this word from Bill Swad, Chevrolet.
Friends, don't miss